Josh Ram from Stone Sour, and you're watching me on Moshcam. Oh man, so many of them. You know, I don't know if I could pick just one. I guess if I had to, I would have to say the first one, back in 2002 in Des Moines when it all got fired back up for us. Well, today was one of them because half my face was like it's burnt. So, you know, we played once again in the early days. In the beginning, we played this one show where it was downpoured all day long, and the crowd just covered everybody, and every band that came on the stage they threw mud at, and which was pretty interesting. And so we decided actually to come out. We had went out back and rolled around in the mud, because we didn't want them throwing stuff up onto the gear and stuff. So, and that was pretty crazy because I mean, nobody was safe that day. I mean, it didn't matter who you were. I mean, it was just, it was what, I mean, it was pretty messed up. Oh, I'd have to say probably Roy or Johnny. Well, you know, Jim, myself, and Corey don't drink, so I mean, anymore. So those guys still go out and raise havoc. Well, I've had several. Actually, down here was one of the reasons why I kind of hung up drinking. Ended up having the party go back to my room, and after $1,600 of minibar charges and beer bottles and everything being thrown off my balcony, thought, yeah, maybe this isn't a good idea to do this anymore. Roy's stroke, I guess, you know, in 2010 on Audio Secrecy. We played Des Moines, which is Stone Sour's hometown, and he ended up, basically, the doctors felt like he had his stroke during the show. So yeah, definitely that would be the worst injury. I mean, we've had all kinds of weird stuff, you know. Usually it's like a signing, you know, body parts that want to be signed and stuff like that, you know, and some, and it's usually a male. That's what's the trippy thing. It's like, you know, hey, you sign this or that, or I want to get a tattoo, and it's like, no, not doing it. We've seen animal parts in Europe, yeah, slowly, yeah, and sometimes, I mean, yeah, it's pretty gnarly. I believe it was in Germany. Once again, it was more towards the early days of our career, like 2003, I think, in one of the festivals. In Japan, you know, going over there was, because it is literally like a whole other world to me anyway. I mean, we've been around the world. I mean, we've been doing it for over a decade, and that is the one place, you know, it does. It seems like a completely different world than the rest of the world. We've blown power several times. We haven't had it shut down. Actually, you know what? I take that back. We did with somebody that got hurt, that came over the barricade and ended up landing on their head, and we did shut the show down until they were taken out. And then we've several times have blown power, I guess so. I mean, when you go through borders and stuff, obviously in Europe, when you're going from country to country, you have that, but you know, everybody goes through that tours, you know, that's just one of their things, so.